Selamat pagi. All right. I'm Ken Tokusei. I work on Google Search for next billion users. Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Now, this is the fourth time I've been to Indonesia, and the more I get to know about the country, I continue to be impressed by the vastness and diversity this country represents. Every visit is a reminder for me on how much more Google should contribute to people in this country, and I'm excited to be taking a part on that today as well. Now, as some of you may know, Google's mission is to organize the world information and make it universally accessible and useful. Traveling across the world in Indonesia, I'm truly energized by seeing many of the positive trends that I know will help make this mission a reality for billions of users around the world, and not just a select few. As we're going to see, there are many factors at play on this trend here, but the most important, I think, is how access to information is growing at unprecedented speed. Tony earlier talked about how it's happening in Indonesia, but estimates say around the world, there will be over 6 billion smartphone subscriptions in the world in 5 years. So this means that people have ability to access the internet on devices that fits in the palm of your hand, but in some cases, and some of you might actually have them around the wrist too. And again, Indonesia is obviously among the top countries that are at the forefront of this phenomenon. When we look at the search users in Indonesia is growing 50% faster than global average. And Indonesians are looking for a variety of topics from health to finance to entertainment and sports. And it's constantly changing as people's interest changes over time. So just in the last few months alone, we are seeing new trends emerging from a variety of topics like how to say greetings in Japanese for Ramadan, how to pay electricity bills online, and meaning of popular lyrics, Despacito, the movie. I'm glad you got a chuckle out of that. I enjoyed that myself. So this is really a representation of how Indonesia is looking for not just practical topics, but hot topics, stay on top of hot topics, and a very important cultural moments. So as Google, how do we keep up with this? How do we keep making search more useful, more helpful to Indonesians? Today, I'd like to share with you 3 of my favorite examples to illustrate this. The first one is what we did for Ramadan earlier in this year. Before we talk about it, let's just roll the video to see how it worked out.
Ramadan itu adalah
bangun pagi buat sahur, ngaji, sholat, tidur-tiduran, nonton YouTube, taraweh, sama ngabuburit.
Pulang cepet, tapi Jakarta kayaknya macetnya gila, Mas. Cuma ketik Ramadan aja.
Ini di Google ya?
Oh, ada kalender Ramadan. Seminggu lagi Lebaran nih, Mas.
ada berita Ramadannya ya. Bisa buat baca-baca nih.
Buat ya cari-cari menu baru ya kan?
Nih, gue ada kartu lebaran. Share dong ke gue. Nih, gue share ya.
Thank you for watching. So just to summarize, just by clicking Ramadan, the Google shows you a sunset, sunrise times. Choose from a variety of recipes relevant to Ramadan. Find a nice greeting to share with you and your family and your friends. And also stay on top of the news. The idea is that we wanted to be there for your important cultural moments by answering top questions that Indonesians are asking about to make a daily celebration more and more meaningful. Now, number 2, another major effort we have been spending is around health. When it comes to questions about your well-being, or more importantly, well-being of your loved ones, access to accurate and up-to-date answers is absolutely critical. For this end, I'm really excited to announce that we've partnered with Mitra Keluarga group of hospitals to launch in the coming months over 700 health answers for Indonesian in search. Thank you. And these answers detail symptoms and treatments for most prevalent conditions in Indonesia. And they are carefully reviewed by doctors in Indonesia that you trust. The third example I want to highlight is about enabling Indonesians to create great content and contribute directly to Google search. We call this feature Posts on Google. So today, if you, for instance, if you search for musician Ayu Tintin, you can actually see her latest videos and updates that, straight on Google search as she posts them and update them. Now, Indonesia is actually the first country in Asia we are opening up for a variety of categories across entertainment and sports and culture. For more information, please check out the webpage posts.google.com. Now, not only are we working to provide more and more relevant content for Indonesians, we are developing ways to make it work faster for you. Last year, we touched on a capability in search that streamlines the web search result page and websites that you click through so that it loads faster and uses less data when we detect 2G-like data connections automatically. And today, we're bringing this capability, the same technology, to image search so that images load up to 30% faster. Now, we know this is extremely relevant for Indonesians in particular because we see that Indonesians engage with image search 25% more than users in the US. So I hope you get to enjoy them, no matter what the network condition might be. Now, to show you some of the other innovations we're working to make the information access faster and easier, I'd like to bring my colleague Mira up the stage to show you the 2 new features coming to Google App very soon. How are you doing, Mira? Thank you for joining.
I'm good. Thanks, Ken.
All right, excellent. So up until now, you have to type something or say something to Google to get the information you need. But lately, we've been exploring other ways to get there. Shortcuts in search is a new feature coming through the Google app. It's a new way to interact with Google in the simplest way possible, just by tapping. So Mira, how about showing our guests how this works on your phone?
Of course, be my guest. But let me switch to Bahasa Indonesia so I can show our audience here how it works.
All right.
Oke, sekarang nih kalau misalnya saya buka Google App ya, nah teman-teman bisa lihat kan di sini langsung ada icon-icon kecil nih di bawah kotak pencarian Google, mulai dari berbagai topik. Ini tuh yang tadi si Ken bilang namanya shortcuts. Shortcuts ini tuh apa sih sebenarnya dan kenapa Google ngembangin shortcuts? Shortcuts ini sebenarnya adalah cara mudah untuk mengakses informasi di Google tanpa perlu ngetik atau pakai perintah suara. Tinggal tap aja. Nah, pas banget kan untuk orang Indonesia. Riset kita bilang orang Indonesia memang sukanya yang praktis-praktis aja, maunya cepat akses informasi sama konten. Jadi tuh ada banyak banget mulai dari shortcut cafe, bar, nyari SPBU, supermarket, semua dengan satu tap gampang untuk akses informasi. Dan tentunya shortcut yang kayaknya penting untuk orang Indonesia pasti tempat makan. Siapa sih nggak suka makan? Kita ajak Ken makan ya malam ini. Ken, do you want to try some Indonesian food tonight?
Sounds great. Why don't you suggest me something?
Sure. Coba ya, saya membuka shortcut tempat makan. Kita lihat nih ada option apa aja. Saya bisa langsung nyari dengan restoran-restoran yang dekat saya. Ini semua yang di mall. Jangan ajakan ke mall deh, bosen. Bisa juga nyari berdasarkan tipe makanan. Atau saya juga bisa lihat restoran-restoran yang pernah saya kunjungin langsung di history di sini. Coba ya kita pilih, Ken kita bawa kemana ya? Namas. Saya pernah ke Namas dan ini enak banget. Ken, we should go to Namas. It's really good. It's not that far. I just hope the traffic won't be too bad though.
Traffic. I've been here often enough to know how important traffic is in making any plans, including today. So.
Well, definitely. Well, luckily, obviously, Google knows traffic, and it can give us like real-time estimation on how to get somewhere. So now, with the new shortcut of directions to home, or in Bahasa, arah ke rumah, I can easily, in one tap, know how long it would take for me to get home. Let's take a look. Oh, it takes around half an hour. I think I'm better off staying here, I guess.
Please do. I still need you here. And there are more updates coming along, exciting updates coming later today. Thank you. Now, another way to help users get the information faster and easier is through the new feature called the feed. The idea is that we wanted to help you stay in the know about things you care about, even when you're not searching. Now, the feed does just that. It's a stream of updates on the Google app that keeps you in the know throughout the day to help you discover useful information that's specific to you, to your needs. So the more you use Google Feed, the better it gets to understanding what you care about. So Mira, would you mind showing us your feed so we'll see how this feature works?
Ken, you're putting me on the spot here. I'll be able to show the audience basically all my interests and the things I've been searching for. But okay, let's take a look. Yang Ken bilang tadi, Google Feed ini muncul langsung dari Google App. Teman-teman bisa lihat langsung di sini artikel pertama yang muncul adalah tentang zodiak. Saya Aquarius dan suka banget nyari tentang horoskop tiap hari. Jadi Google tahu itu, jadi artikel-artikel yang dimunculin juga berhubungan dengan interest saya dan history search saya. Coba kita lihat nih, ramalan zodiak hari ini, Aquarius. Pekerjaan Anda tidak beres. Ya. Saya nggak mau percaya yang ini deh, ini kayaknya nggak bagus nih. Dadah, skip. Oke. Selain itu juga Google tahu lokasi saya. Jadi berita-berita lokal yang lagi trending di Jakarta atau di Indonesia juga langsung dimunculin. Yang pastinya biar saya nggak ketinggalan berita juga kan. Selain itu feed ini juga bisa langsung di-customize sesuai dengan topik-topik yang kita suka. That's it, Ken. That was my feed.
All right. Thank you for sharing your interest and thanks for the help today. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mira. All right. So we are really excited about the feed and the shortcuts for Indonesia. As I mentioned earlier, these features come into Google App in the coming weeks. Now, the technology that underpins much of a technology, certainly like the feed and the voice search we talked about earlier, or the photo search, is machine learning. Machine learning is all about teaching computers to learn how to make better and better decisions without humans having to program all kinds of rules in advance. And this is propelling Google's technology at an unprecedented rate. One example of this evolution is Google Assistant. With Google Assistant, you can have a conversation with Google to get things done, like ordering something online, setting up a reminder for yourself, or booking a table at the restaurant. And today, I'm excited to announce that Google Assistant is available in Bahasa Indonesia. Yes. All right. You guys are awesome. You're just making my job very easy. Thank you. Now, think of Google Assistant as a personalized Google that speaks your language. That's available to whenever you need help, at home, at work, on the go, or wherever in between. Now, it's still early days, but one of the first places Google Assistant will be available is in Google Allo, our smart messaging app. With that, I'd like to pass the baton to my colleague Adam to talk all about Google Allo coming to Indonesia. Thank you very much.